If you keep attracting people who can't open up, this isn't just bad luck. Let's talk about what's really going on. Welcome to Quantum Reality Awakening. I'm Paul Bauer, certified master life coach, NLP practitioner, and someone who's been studying the laws of the universe for close to a decade now. Today's topic is personal for a lot of folks. Why do we keep attracting emotionally unavailable people, even when we think we've done the work? Might be the guy who won't commit, the woman who disappears emotionally when things get real, or the relationship where it feels like you're the one doing all the work. This has become a pattern for you, and you're starting to wonder, is it them or is it me? This episode is going to unpack it in a grounded, honest way. We'll break it into three main sections. One, what's really going on beneath the surface. Two, how energy, emotion, and expectations create patterns. And three, what to do differently without games or pretending to be someone you're not. Let's get into it. Let's talk about the pattern you don't see. Most people don't attract emotionally unavailable people because they're weak or unworthy. They do it because something deep inside them is familiar with the dynamic. There's comfort in it, even if it feels painful. And here's what might be happening. Familiarity feels safe. If you grew up in a home where one parent was emotionally distant, you learn that love felt like distant. It felt like guessing. It felt like trying. So when you meet someone who makes you work for affection, feels like home. Not in a healthy way, but in a way that your nervous system recognizes. Your body doesn't always want what's good for you. It wants what it knows. Another thing that's going on is you're playing an old role. If you were the one that had to earn love as a child, the peacekeeper, the pleaser, that might still be how you approach relationships. You show up ready to do the work. You're patient, understanding, even when the other person pulls away or avoids intimacy. You tell yourself they just need time. And you make excuses for the behavior. But deep down, what's happening is emotional repetition. Another thing that's happening is avoidance attracts avoidance. Sometimes we think we're the emotional available one, but we're not. We may avoid intimacy in a different way by picking people who can't give us what we want. That way, we never really have to show up fully either. If they're always the problem, we never have to ask, what do I need to change about how I relate to the connection? This isn't about blame. It's about awareness. So let's talk about energy and attraction. And let's move into the law of attraction angle. You're not just attracting what you say you want. You're attracting what you're aligned with emotionally. And if your emotional baseline is a mix of longing, overgiving, and anxiety, guess what that pulls in? People who reinforce those feelings. Emotions are energetic invitations. If you carry an unspoken belief that love equals waiting or proving or longing, you're broadcasting that signal without realizing. It's not about the words you say. It's about the emotional tone you carry. And people who feel that same tone, those who fear intimacy, avoid closeness, or are stuck in their own protective shells, they pick up on it. Feels like a match to them. What you settle for teaches the universe what you expect. Every time you engage with someone who won't meet you halfway, you reinforce the story that this is what love looks like. The law of attraction isn't punishing you. It's responding to your vibration. And your vibration is shaped by your core beliefs and emotions. Another thing to keep in mind is that self-abandonment creates attraction to emotional distance. If you consistently ignore your own emotional needs to keep someone around, you're practicing emotional abandonment to yourself. And that makes emotional distance feel normal. So it becomes what you attract. And this is where things change. When you start treating your needs as valid, not negotiable. So let's talk about what to do differently. This part is practical. Let's talk about how to start creating different experiences without playing games or pretending you don't care. The first thing that you need to do is get honest with yourself. You got to ask, what do I really want from a relationship? Not what do I settle for? You got to ask yourself, when did I learn that love means emotional absence? You got to ask, do I feel safe being fully seen? Or does that feel weak? Self-inquiry is not just emotional work. It's energetic alignment. The more clearly you see your own patterns, the easier they are to change. So now we want to start tuning to a new frequency. Before attracting someone new, take 5 minutes a day to imagine this. Being in a relationship where you're emotionally supported, where your needs aren't seen as too much, where connection feels calm, not tense. Let your nervous system feel that as normal. And that signal becomes what you draw in. because you've made it familiar in your body. Next, we're going to enforce emotional standards. When someone shows they're emotionally unavailable, don't argue with it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to inspire them to change. Step back, create some space. Let the signal be, this is not what I choose anymore, and mean it, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. This is not about being cold. It's about protecting your emotional energy. Self-validation is the new foundation. Start giving yourself the approval and presence you want from others. Ask yourself at the end of the day, do I listen to what I need? Did I show up for myself emotionally? Did I speak honestly, or did I shrink to keep peace? As you build that inner stability, emotionally unavailable people won't feel attractive anymore. They'll feel like static, and emotionally safe people will feel like home. Now let's do a realignment reflection. And let's slow it down here a minute. You're not here to chase love. You're here to be love, to recognize when something doesn't feel right, to stop making yourself the problem when someone else refuses to open up. The law of attraction teaches that what you embody, you receive. So your work isn't to find someone different. It's to become someone who no longer entertains the wrong kind of connection. And this shift doesn't always happen overnight, but with awareness, with new choices, and with presence, it becomes your new baseline. If this resonated with you, subscribe to the channel, Quantum Reality Awakening. Drop a comment below, share your experience, or just say ready if you're done attracting people who won't show up. I'm Paul Bauer, and I'll see you in the next episode. You deserve real connection, not confusion, and you're not far from it.